Another day, another car on the channel. Mazda MX-5 MK4, double Cat S. Oh boy, did I get stung out on this one? Potentially, yeah. Stay tuned. This is such an interesting lot because it's a double Cat S and it's also a private entry. So my initial plan when bidding on this vehicle was to go to Copart, pick the vehicle up myself and drive it back. But after the bidding finished and I did a HPI check, the vehicle showed it was a double Cat S. And what made it worse, I found out it was a private entry. And literally, I was panicking because most of the time, private entries, and I'll show you the dates, obviously when this car was last auctioned, it was quite recent. So I was there thinking, did the other person get stung out and it literally has like engine issues or a structural issue, and that was the reason why maybe they potentially listed it through Copart themselves. Who knows? But I was panicking, and because of that, I sent a recovery guy down there to pick the vehicle up and deliver it to me. And when it was delivered, well, you'll see shortly. But yeah, as you can see from here, the vehicle was crashed in 2019 and also 2024. And if we look at the pictures of 2019, you can see it was quite badly hit. Very badly. I'm surprised this car wasn't a Cat B. But yeah, when you look at that, that is really bad. Really bad. But the car was repaired and back on the road until, again, 10th October 2024, obviously went through Copart. And as you can see, not too bad this time round. It's missing a side skirt and the wing looks battered. Obviously because where this car was a Cat S before, the insurance company normally automatically will do it as a Cat S. I'm surprised they didn't write this car off completely though. But yeah, as you can see, bumpers damage, wings damage and side skirt. And the question is, why was this car put through Copart again and private entry? So I bidded on this vehicle, it was March, and this car sold in October. So the person who had this vehicle obviously had it for a couple of months and then they listed themselves through Copart. And yeah, very confusing because when you look at the pictures on here, you can see it's had most of the work done to it. You can see it's still got the damaged bumper, damaged headlight, but they fitted a wing to this. Why? And also, you can see it now has a side skirt. So before, it had a damaged wing and also a missing side skirt. So why does it have both these parts on? I was thinking maybe they started buying the parts and they realised this car has severe structural damage or the engine's toast. But yeah, guys, you'll see what happens next. Surprisingly, there's no structural damage to the frame at all. What a relief. I took the wing off. The wing was poorly aligned and I thought there'd be some sort of structural damage. Literally no structural damage. I got so lucky. But it's still confusing why the person put it through Copart. Maybe they just fell out in love with it, or who knows. So this was dropped off like a month ago, but literally haven't had a chance to get around sorting it. As you can see, obviously, this just came off. This should be an easy fix, just some clips. Looks fairly tidy, to be honest. I mean, the rear end looks all good. The inside's very tidy as well. I mean, just a bit of dirt. I mean, the seats need removing, but in terms of condition, the leather, it's mint. It's even got the original floor mats as well, which is a bonus. But yeah, it just needs a good deep clean. The interior on these is actually quite nice, to be honest. It's quite relaxing. I had a quick kind of gear change earlier. Literally, you can see why people love the MX-5. They literally just shift so good, but it looks really modern here. I mean, you got the heated seats as well, which is obviously a bonus. And then the carbon interior bits. But yeah, it's a really nice car actually. I've kind of shot myself in the foot because I actually booked it in today for an MOT tomorrow and she's not even ready. I mean, tomorrow I'm gonna have to, like, within the space of 2-3 hours, is put the replacement bumper I bought try to line it as best as possible, install the headlight, check the car all over, change the oil, give it a service, and then try to clean the interior, just make it more presentable, and then run out for an MOT. So I've just taken the bumper off, and to be honest, all the cables are actually intact, and you could even see the foam's still there. Like, this wasn't hit hard at all. Like, even the bottom beam is all straight. You can see everything's all mint. The radiator, everything is straight. Even the chassis legs, there is no kinks at all. And even that side, the bottom lights are still mint, and all the airbag sensors and stuff, which is a bonus. But yeah, literally, this is looking quite good. So that evening, I built up the replacement bumper ready for the morning, and in the morning I put the bumper on, put the replacement headlight on, and then I lined the wing to my best of my ability, and then I gave the car a service and a very quick checking over, and well, I run out of time, so you can see what I did with the side skirt. And the car passed. Clean sheets. Hooray. We're back at it with the Mazda MX-5. So literally I spent the whole day today cleaning the car. The inside was an utter mess. I don't think I've actually showed you guys the inside, but the inside was messy as hell. We had like cat hair, dog hair, everything. So I've literally given the inside a deep clean. It's looking tons better. I've given the car a quick clean over. I've cleaned the engine bay up. But yeah, it's came up quite nicely, to be honest. This one, obviously, I've had it since like February, March time now. So it's been a while, but obviously I've been busy with uni and then trying to get all the bits together. And then it's been at the body shop for literally a few weeks. I went to collect it and I wasn't satisfied with the work the body shop did. It was my first time using them. And to be honest, like, they've done an okay job, but literally I went there to collect it and I had to snag it. Like, they didn't put the wheel arch liner on. The bottom under trays were missing. The paint result wasn't good. The wing was rubbing on the door. The wing was actually rubbing on the bonnet as well. And I was literally just so upset. Obviously the guy was kind enough. He just said, yep, I noticed it. He didn't apologise or anything, but he just said he would do it. He rectified it. On newer cars nowadays, you've got 2 airbags on each side. So if you hit into someone, for instance, from the front bumper, the person lands on the car. Instead of them landing onto the windscreen, which obviously hurt them a lot more, the bonnet basically lifts up and it just prevents people from like going straight into the windscreen. It kept on flashing and I was like, for God's sake, what is this spray guy done? Has he literally was he hammering away on the bonnet? Because obviously the bonnet originally had a crease here. Was he literally tapping and hammering it, and then potentially he didn't disconnect the battery and it literally may have mucked the system, the airbag system for the bonnet on this side? And I was like, for God's sake. I plugged it in. It had 6 codes for the sensors, which are all along this side. And I was there thinking why would there be 6 codes? And I was doing some further investigation. Obviously, with when you get those warning symbols, anything to do with airbag system, sometimes some cars are really locked down where you need to go to the main dealer and then for them to clear the code from the brains of the car. And sometimes you can't do your own diagnostic equipment. But I was quite fortunate. I could wipe it. I wiped it, and then it came back straight away. And I was like, for God's sake. So I messaged the person that did the respray, and I was like, did you take any sensors off or anything? And it was like, yeah, there was a few sensors unplugged. So I pulled up the wheel arch liner from here, and I literally found the cable straight away. It was unplugged. And it was one of those feelings. I was like, yes, good, cool, that was it. Plugged it in, now it's fully working. So I'm kind of happy that solved that issue. She's come up quite nicely. Got all the paperwork, which is actually very lucky for an auction car, because most of the time old owners don't tend to hand this stuff back. It's got 2 keys, and you can see it's came up nicely. I took the mats off and I've cleaned them up at home, but it's actually a very good spec. Heated seats, you got the nav, and also I'm actually bloody shocked because every single car, even 90s cars, you can press a button, it opens the roof. And to be honest, I'm never really a fan of it because there's so much that could go wrong. But on these, I just love it. It is the quickest convertible roof I've ever used. It literally just slams in the slot. Guys, I'm so bad for it. I should be filming content more often when I'm doing the work. But you know how it is when you're stuck into a job, you just want to get it done with, and like you're so eager, and like sometimes you won't literally eat until you finish a job and you get really stuck into it. And the thing is, like when you're filming by yourself, it's a chore, because you have to set the camera up. If you had someone helping you film, it's so much more easier, because literally they'll be holding a camera, you'll be having a conversation with them, and there'll be an extra pair of hands. But when you're doing anything by yourself, it just makes everything 10 times longer. I know I shouldn't be making excuses up, but yeah, it is my bad. I should definitely be filming more content off the whole process. But I mean, you guys do kind of see an insight of before and after, and you can see when I do work, I'll do it properly. But yeah, this will be up for sale literally in the next couple of weeks. I mean, couple of days. I'll literally do an eBay ad and Facebook ad, and hopefully it'll get sold straight away. But yeah, I mean, with me, I'm just too OCD. Like most traders and YouTubers, they will literally flog the car on straight away. They'll literally do the bare minimum and flog it on. But with me, I literally change the tyres if needed, change the brakes. I literally gave it a service, and even when I give it a service, like I use Shell, I use the proper oils. I don't go for cheap shit. I literally had a wheel alignment done to it as well. I literally like cars going and being sold, so the next person doesn't have to do anything to it. Shy of £1,000 on this, £951 to be exact. I didn't get stung out. Very, very, very lucky. With situations like this, most of the time you do get stung out. But yeah, I actually got very lucky on this one. Most of my budget actually went on the headlights. The headlights were actually quite hard to find. I literally found only one for sale, and they arrived slightly damaged. They had a scratch on it, so they gave me a £30 discount, which dropped it down to £330. But yeah, all in, I spent just shy of £5,000 on the car and all the bits to fix it. That obviously includes MOT, wheel alignment, new number plates, and odd little bits here and there. But yeah, not too bad. Shy off £1,000 profit. I'll take that as a win. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, stay tuned for next week.